I I had to record this because this is kind of nutballs insane. Bought a new CD player. Doesn't have gapless playback. I can't even talk. I'm so worked up. I'm so worked up. I got a new boombox. Doesn't have gapless playback. The problem is the motherfucker is the same color as the same brand, but a different color as the one that I have. So I'm at Walmart getting ready to return it. What's going on with this? Why is this not part of, why isn't like Connecticut current Senator Chris Murphy talking about this? He's talking about inflation when you should be talking about that the same CD player, but it's a different color that you have at your house that doesn't have this thing, and then you get a different one and it has different attitude towards sonic capabilities. What's going on? Couldn't get it.
Back before rent was so expensive that you could pretty much barf on your best friend's ass. Back before pandemics, both multiple and figurative, from China, Russia, Romania, Japan, Switzerland, and the Netherlands, and post North Pole and beyond. Back before the Iraq War happened, and dipshit Al Gore won against dipshit George Bush, but they basically were like, nah, we got a system that basically covers the fact that you're a big fat loser and your dad used to be president. He ran the FBI, CIA / extreme private government entity that facilitates different organizations that murder and destroy pretty much everything in sight. Back before the samplers were cheap, back before they had Tamagotchis, Virtual Boys, Sega Dreamcast, Sega Master System 3, which hasn't been invented yet, but you know they might have scrapped it in the mid 2000s when they realized that, oh yeah, the housing crisis is going to crush everything. We had CDs. Now, I've loved CDs since I was a tiny little 8-year-old, 9-year-old, and I've liked them. I've always bought them. I've always collected them. I've enjoyed CDs. CDs are a great source of joy in my life, and they imbue me with happiness in a way that no other material product has ever done. However, there's a conspiracy afoot, and the conspiracy is thus. When you buy a CD now, a CD player that is, it has no gapless playback. Why? Makes no cocksucking sense at all. I got a Fatboy Slim song. Track 1 goes into track 2, and it's like you're living in the 90s and Clinton is president and he's telling you to go shopping instead of worrying about the war in Bosnia. And you're like, okay, well, go to Gap Kids and get my son a nice red shirt so he can sit in class and be called homo 6 times over by a guy with a backwards baseball cap that has no logo on it. Sure, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that exactly, absurdly and exactly. Okay? However, that's not really helping anybody out, because the fact of the matter is that when you bought a CD player back in those days, you heard that Fatboy Slim song, and it went right into the other one. Right about now, the funk soul, and it goes, Fatboy Slim is fucking in heaven, and it went right into that. If anyone remembers this, please drop a little dime in my Venmo. But you don't get that anymore. And why don't you get that anymore? Because everyone's into albums that have 6 songs on them, and they are all singles for the Russian and Ukraine government to play while they bomb each other. Forget that last thing. I haven't really read up on current affairs. The point I'm trying to make is that when you buy a CD player, has a little gap in between the songs. You go, oh, here's a John Cage piece where he took sandpaper and he tied it to a bunch of shiitake mushrooms. Wow. I guess this is pretty cool, except that it doesn't segue into music for airports, and it doesn't segue into a small orchestra for dandelions. So, if you're looking for a nice little night where you play that for one of your girlfriends or boyfriends, and you're like, I'm gonna get fucking laid, bro. I'm going to have extremely promiscuous and dangerous and exciting sex for the first time in 11 years because I'm playing John Cage's music for Dandelion Orchestra for benches and woodblock, featuring David Tudor on tambourine and coconut water. I'm going to listen to Tom York do a duo with the drummer from Arcade Fire, and one of them's going to get accused of being mean to someone on the David Letterman set back in 2011. You're dead wrong. You're not going to suck any dick. You're not going to get anyone to come by going down on their pussy because you don't have a CD player that segues the TV on the radio album the correct way. All right? So, companies, get it together and make a gapless CD player. I just realized that I have 5 CD players that do exactly what I'm talking about, and my life's pretty good. Okay, I guess it's the end of the video.